Hello and welcome to Football Daily. Today we're looking at 10 players who have been handed the accolade or curse of being labelled the next Lionel Messi. 10. Martin Odegaard, the Norwegian Messi. Wonderkid Odegaard first came to public attention after breaking into the Strum Godset first team at 15 years old. The attacking midfielder became the youngest player and scorer in Norway's top flight and attracted interest from Liverpool, Dortmund, Bayern, Barcelona and Real Madrid. At the end of the 14-15 campaign, Odegaard and his dad embarked on what felt like a non-stop tour of Europe's top clubs, getting schmoozed and offered lucrative deals by giant after giant. Eventually he joined up with Zinedine Zidane, then coach of Real Madrid's Castilla youth team, for a fee which could reach €8 million. Odegaard became Real's youngest ever debutant, but failed to shine at senior or youth level, and after just 1 year, Zidane, now first-team coach, suggested the Scandinavian could leave. 9. Marco Marin, the German Messi. Christened the German Messi after shining in a Werder Bremen attack alongside Mesut Ozil and Aaron Hunt, Marco Marin was on an express train to superstardom in 2012 when Chelsea picked him up for €8 million. Marin played just 6 times for Chelsea that year and spent subsequent seasons on loan at Sevilla, Anderlecht, Fiorentina and Trabzonspor. In 3 years, he has scored just 6 club goals and has not been capped by Germany since 2010. Now 27, Marin seems not even to be good enough for the Turkish league and seems destined to end his career out of the spotlight. When you're put on a pedestal, you have a long way to fall. 8. Christian Atsu, the African Messi. Burdened with being the next Messi for an entire continent, Ghanaian Atsu broke through with Porto, where he impressed with his two-footed technical ability and lightning pace. Once again, Chelsea moved in and sent Atsu on loan to Dutch sister club Vitesse. 5 goals in 30 games was a passable return from a 20-year-old winger, so Everton and Bournemouth gambled on Atsu in the following seasons. Unfortunately, he made only 5 league appearances in 2 years and ended up at Malaga on loan after a proposed transfer to Levante fell through. Atsu is still just 24, so could yet make it in a top league, and potential suitors may find comfort in his international record, with the midfielder racking up 9 goals in 42 games already. 7. Juan Iturbe, the Paraguayan Messi. A youth international for both Argentina and Paraguay, explosive attacker Iturbe was likened to Messi for his height, pace and initially his nationality. However, the wide man ultimately declared for Paraguay, although his club future remains a little uncertain. Bought by Hellas Verona at the age of 20, Iturbe scored 8 goals in his first Serie A campaign, prompting Roma to bid €22 million for his services. Despite his speed and vicious left foot, Iturbe couldn't oust Florenzi and Gervinho from the first team, and was loaned to Bournemouth. The move was unsuccessful as he played just 1 league game for the Cherries before returning to Italy. Time will tell whether he can establish himself with the Giallorossi, but with his value dropping from €20 million to 12, according to Transfermarkt, the future doesn't look bright. 6. Patrick Roberts, the English Messi. Yeah, the words English and Messi don't really seem to go together, but Patrick Roberts earned the nickname as a youngster in Fulham's academy, signing a contract at 17 and making his debut in the Premier League a month after that birthday. Man City, desperate for young homegrown stars, paid a handsome €15 million for Roberts in 2015 and sent him on loan to Celtic, where his quick feet and creativity took the league by storm. He netted 7 goals in 12 games and in the summer of 2016 turned down the chance to go to the Under-19 European Championship so he could play in Celtic's Champions League qualifiers. His loan in Glasgow expires in the summer of 2017, but Roberts already looks like a top talent, though at 5'5", he might want the same growth hormone therapy that Lionel had. 5. Alen Halilovic, the Croatian Messi. Attacking midfielder Alen Halilovic got closer to Messi than the other players on our list, joining Barcelona from Dinamo Zagreb in 2014. He spent a year with the reserves before a temporary switch to La Liga side Sporting Gijón in 2015-16. The youngster made a promising start in the top flight, netting 3 and assisting 5 in 24 starts, making Halilovic responsible for a fifth of Sporting's 40 goals. The club avoided relegation by a single point, but the Croatian had made a name for himself and Hamburg signed him on a permanent contract for €5.5 million. Maybe Halilovic will have to settle for being the new Van der Vaart, but Barca do retain a €10 million buyback, so we could yet see the youngster under the lights of the Camp Nou. 4. Iker Muniain, the Spanish Messi. With Messi himself arguably as much a product of Spain as Argentina, it's unsurprising that the nation has produced other contenders for his throne, and none came more highly fated than Athletic Club's Iker Muniain. An elegant winger, Muniain broke out in the high-pressing machine of Marcelo Bielsa, which ripped through the Europa League, beating Alex Ferguson's Man United home and away on the way to the competition's final. Muniain scored 5 in 16 European games, but has since suffered an ACL injury and struggled for form and fitness. Once linked to Arsenal and United, the Basque attacker is still only 23 and has 1 cap for Spain. But with Iñaki Williams now taking the spotlight in Bilbao, his chance to make it big may be slipping away. 3. Mo Salah, the Egyptian Messi. Mohamed Salah has the hopes of Egypt resting on his shoulders, with his well-documented rise to European fame kick-starting when he joined Basel in 2012. At 20 years old, Salah made 49 appearances in his first season at Basel, scoring 10 and raising his stock even higher. It wasn't long before Europe's big boys started sniffing around, and Chelsea bought the speedster in the winter window of 2014 for a fee of €16 million. His first goal for the Blues came against Arsenal in their 6-0 demolition of the Gunners at Stamford Bridge. Not a bad way to introduce yourself to the Premier League. Unfortunately for Salah, it didn't work out at Chelsea, and he found himself loaned out to Italy for 1.5 years, impressing at Fiorentina and Roma before the Giallorossi made his move permanent for a total of €19 million. 2. Lorenzo Insigne, the Italian Messi. Pocket-sized Italian Lorenzo Insigne has long been considered the future of Napoli. A native of the coastal city, the attacker learnt his trade at Foggia and Pescara under Czech maniac Zdeněk Zeman, before breaking into the Partenopei team coached by Walter Mazzari. Nicknamed Lorenzo il Magnifico, Insigne is a tremendous offensive threat, boasting pace, vision and a nose for goal. In the 2015-16 season, he exploded, running Maurizio Sarri's attack and becoming the first player in Europe's top 5 leagues to reach double figures for goals and assists. He finished the campaign with 12 goals and 10 assists in Serie A alone, unfortunately missing out on a winner's medal thanks to an extraordinary run by Juventus. Maybe next year, Lorenzo. 1. Paulo Dybala, the new Messi. Yes, the best mini Messi in the world is another left-footed Argentinian. Paulo Dybala's family is actually Italian and Polish, but the forward was born and raised in South America before joining Palermo in 2012. There he formed a dynamic partnership with Franco Vázquez, having a breakthrough year in 2014-15 when he netted 13 and assisted 10 in the league. That made the 21-year-old responsible for 43% of Palermo's goals, and Juventus signed him up for €32 million. Once again, the Bianconeri nabbed themselves a superstar, with Dybala finishing his first year in Turin as Serie A's second highest scorer with 19 and laying on 9 assists for his teammates. And with Aguero, Tevez, Higuain and Messi all over the age of 28, Argentina fans can breathe easy knowing that the famous number 10 shirt will one day belong to Dybala.
So that was 10 players who claim to be the next Lionel Messi, but who's going to be on that list in the future? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, why don't you check out Sunday's Football Face-Off, where me and Patrick Van Straten go head to head over who's been the best summer signing so far in 2016. And as always guys, please do like and subscribe.